Everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be installment number 2 in my prom series this week. This time around, I thought I would do a more glamorous, classic Hollywood inspired makeup tutorial. I was going to do a red lip, but I figured since I just posted that Snow White makeup tutorial, I figured you could kind of use that if you wanted the old Hollywood pinup makeup. This time around, I thought I would go with a nude and just kind of keep it more natural, but still have that very glamorous, doe-like appearance. I'm also going to show you guys how to get this hairstyle. It's very, very easy to do and it's very quick, so if you're not getting your hair done professionally, you can do this on the go at your house and it's gonna take you maybe 20 minutes max. Everything in this video from face to hair is all drugstore. Everything that is on my face you can get either at the drugstore, on drugstore.com, or at Ulta. If you'd like to see how I achieve this look, then keep watching.
Alright guys, so we're going to start off with a primer, and I'm using the Milani Prime Perfection Primer, and I'm just spreading this all over the face. By the way, it's been a while since I've done a voiceover, so this may be a little rough, so I apologize for that. Next up is foundation, and we are using the brand new Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I love this foundation. I'm in the shade 02, which is a little bit too dark for me, but what I like to do is just sheer it out a bit by only using 2 pumps for my entire face. So one pump is for the lower half of my face, and the other pump is for the top portion of my face. And I'm just blending everything in with a beauty blender. As you can see, it's really going to conceal the redness and the blemishes. I continue to go over the crater on top of my face until it is concealed. Now we're going to move on to concealer, and I'm using 2 different Maybelline concealers. The first one is the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, and I'm placing that under the eyes, and then I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and placing that on the high points of my face, and then just blending everything in with a beauty blender. By the way, I'm going to leave all of the shades down below, so if you are similar to my shade, you can check out what I used in the description box. To set the under eyes, I'm using the Essence All About Matte Translucent Powder. I love this powder, and it's perfect for setting the under eyes. And for the rest of the face, I'm using the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I believe this is the translucent powder. Like I said, I'm going to leave all of the shades in the description box, and I'm just using a big fluffy brush and pressing that into the skin. For brows, I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in the shade Brunette, and I am going to be first combing through my brows, and then I'm going to work through these brows. I take maybe 5 minutes per brow. I know it's pretty excessive, but I really want to define my brows and make sure that they look full, but still a bit natural. Once my brows are to my liking, I'm going to go back and comb through them once again. Then I'm going to be using the Essence Make Me Brow Gel Mascara in Brownie Brows, and I'm just going to comb through the brows. Then to set it into place and lock it into place, I'm going to be using this matte brown shadow from the e.l.f. Matte Palette. And I'm just going to comb that through the brows. Now we're going to move on to eyes, so I'm going to be priming my eyes with the Maybelline Master Prime Eyeshadow Base. And I'm just going to blend that in with my finger. Then to make the eyeshadows pop, I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk, and I'm just going to apply that all over the lid as well as under the brow bone, and then I'm going to blend everything out with an eyeshadow brush and then with my fingers. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Mad for Matte Eyeshadow Palette, and we are going to use the lightest shade to highlight the brow bone and place all over the lid. Then for the crease, we're going to start off with this matte neutral brown shade, and I am just going to buff that in with a blending brush, really building up the color until I get the desired pigment that I'm looking for. By the way, sorry if I sound like a robot. I'm really concentrating and figuring out what to say while I watch this. And then I'm going to mix those 2 shadows together, and I'm going to use that in the outer V to really deepen up the look and kind of smoke it out a bit. For a bit of glitz and glam, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Fringe. It is a beautiful, glittery champagne shadow, and so I'm just building that onto the inner portion of the eye, working my way up into that deeper, darker brown shadow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend everything together with the fluffy brush that I already used in my crease. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with that transition shade, and I'm just going to run that along the lower lash line, curl my lashes, and then we are going to tightline with the Jane Waterproof Liner in Jet Black. Watch out, Kat Von D tattoo liner, because I found a brand new liner that I'm obsessed with. And this is the Jessie's Girl liquid liner, and it is absolutely amazing. And so I'm just going to be making a very, very teeny tiny precise winged line. You can build this up and have a really dramatic winged liner, but I just want it to be very simplistic, but still a little bit bold at the same time. Then we're going to be applying mascara, and I'm using the L'Oreal Waterproof Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, and I'm just going to be applying a generous coat onto my top and bottom lashes. You cannot have a glamorous eye without false lashes, so I'm using these Andrea strip lashes in number 53 with my Duo Lash Adhesive. Take your time when applying these lashes, as you would hate to have to redo them all over again. Moving back to the face, I'm going to be using this Physicians Formula Warm Nude Palette, and I am going to apply this highlighter all over the high points of the face. Then to contour, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Dulce de Leche contouring palette, and I'm just going to contour my cheekbones, my jawline, as well as the outer perimeter of my face. To bronze up my face, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm just going to buff this on top of the contour, just to really warm up the face. Now for blush, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Matte Blush in Nude, and I'm going to work this into the apples of my cheeks and then work my way all the way up to my hairline. And then I'm going to buff everything out with the powder brush that I use to set my face. For the lips, I'm going to keep things neutral, so I'm going to go in with the NYX Lip Liner in Peekaboo Natural, and I'm just going to outline my lips and then fill them in. Then for lipstick, I'm going to be using this Maybelline matte lipstick in Clay Crush, and I'm going to apply that all over the lips, and then to outline and define my lips even more, I'm going to go back in with that lip liner. Then to set my face, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray, and that is it for this makeup look. I think it's going to be perfect for any special occasion, as it's very natural but still glamorous at the same time. Now y'all, let's move on to the hair. So to start things off, I'm going to show you how crazy my hair is, and so to help that, we're going to be using the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. So I'm just spraying that all over my hair, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my fingers through my hair, making sure that I distribute the product evenly throughout every single strand on my head. And you're going to be seeing lots of crazy faces throughout this video. To protect my hair, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Boost It Blowout Heating Spray, and I'm just going to spritz that all over my hair. And then I'm going to work it through with my hands, making sure that I distribute the product equally. Taking a clamp, I'm going to section off my hair from the nape of my neck, clipping the big section on the top of my head. I'm using this Revlon Perfect Curling Iron, and it is the 1.5-inch barrel. And I'm going to curl my entire hair with this curling iron. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to be taking big sections, and I'm going to start from the root and slowly work my way down to the ends. As you can see, it allows the heat to evenly distribute throughout the curl, and that way one part isn't curlier than the other and vice versa. You want to make sure that you curl away from the face. Now I'm just going to speed things up and show you how I go through each of the hair, kind of dividing everything up, taking big strands, curling them away from my face, and then going through, unclamping my hair, making a smaller section, and then working my way through that hair. The reason why I take thinner sections but larger strands to curl is so that I can receive the most volume I can possibly achieve. So like I said, I'm just curling away from my face, taking large strands, and just making sure that I distribute the heat evenly. Now for my bangs, I'm going to split it into two sections to make sure I receive the most volume I can possibly achieve. And I am just curling my bangs once again away from my face. Now to set everything, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal L-Net Hairspray, and I am just going to fluff my hair, zhuzh it up a bit, and work that hairspray through the curls. Now onto my favorite part, the tossing of the hair. So I'm just going to loosen up the curls. This will help create even more volume. Part your hair to one side of your head, twisting your hair until it is underneath the curls. Then you're going to use bobby pins and you are going to secure that twist with as many bobby pins as you possibly need. Now I wanted little wispies here and there, so I pulled some out and then re-curled them. Here is the finished look. It's very glamorous but still natural at the same time, so I think it's going to be perfect for any special occasion.
Well, that is it for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Until next time, I hope you all have an amazing week, and I'll see you on Friday. Take care.